Hello guys, once again. So today we're gonna be looking at the sortie that is kind of hard. Like a lot of people are having a hard time with this mission. So the mission is where's that? Eliminate the enforcement squad. So for the mission, you'll have to kill a lot of mechs, and you have to deal with two ACs before you get to the main boss. So the problem there is there's no checkpoint before the boss, so you have to go through all of those AC and um, MTs. So you have to do a flawless run before you get to the boss, unless you're so confident with that you can, defeat the boss without spending that much health packs. So right now, I will not sugarcoat it, but I died like 15 times before I made this build that works for that boss. So I'm gonna show you how the gameplay is, and then I'm gonna show you the build. So enjoy. So we skip the empty parts because there are just 7 empties that are pretty easy to kill. So these are the two PCA mechs that we need to kill. So what you need to do is just use your melee, your stun button, for them to be staggered, and then use your right shoulder cannons to deal a ton of damage. So yeah, as you can see, I just wait for them to stagger, use my sword, then switch to my stun button, and they're dead. So yeah. So for this part, you need to kill all the 3 mechs that are there before the boss starts. So what I did was I used the shoulder cannon to deal a ton of damage. So you want to kill them before going down, because the boss will spawn once you get to the middle of the platform. So yeah, what makes this boss hard is that his shield absorbs a ton of damage. So you need energy weapons or sword so that you don't have to deal with the shield. Even if the shield is up, you can still stagger him. So once he gets staggered, it's gonna be easy for you to deal a ton of damage. So that's where our stun button and our sword comes in. So as you can see, he's almost staggered there. So that's when you hit him with the shoulder weapon and your main hand weapon. So basically, this boss is just a stagger fight. So the more you stagger him, the easier you can kill him. So if you have other means of using stagger, then yeah, you can try that. So right now I'm using an assault armor so that I can, you know, deal melee damage while not getting damage at all. So there. So enjoy the fight. Yeah, I got lucky back there. So usually when he stuns you with his shield, he will fire a huge cannon that will one-shot you eventually. So yeah, I got really lucky back there. But once he gets too low, he gets like 10% of his HP. He somehow like he doesn't attack anymore that much. Yeah. So there we go. So what's good about the stun button is it has 4 hits. So if you miss the 2 hits, you can still have 2 hits that you can increase your stagger meter on the enemy. So if you miss, you still have your backup sword. So for the build, I'm using BP66LH for the arm. So for the main hand, it's a plasma pistol that I use. It's pretty much accurate most of the time. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you use on your main hand as long as you deal like a decent amount of damage. So what our main options here are the sword and the stun button. So right now I'm using the BP67EB, which is the stun button, and HI32, which is the plasma. What's this? The plasma sword. So for the songbird, you can use whatever hard hitting shoulder weapon you have right now. So what I did was I used the songbird. So for the frame, you can go with whatever frame you have. If you have a light frame, you want to dodge more, you're confident with your dodging, you can use that. But for this fight, I used the Melander head and Tian Kiang, if I pronounce it properly, for the other parts. So I can take a lot of beating and move in a decent manner. So yeah, for the booster, I use Kikaku for the melee boost. For the FCS, I use Abbott for melee also. For the generator, I use BP20S. So for the expansion, I use the Pulse Armor. So for the OS tuning, I used the Weapon Bay so that I can use 2 melee weapons or 2 main hand weapons. So for the core expansion, Pulse Armor. Then for the explosive weapons, I added 2 because I'm using the Songbird. Then energy weapons that will benefit for your the sword, especially the sword. So melee weapons, then direct hit modifier. So once you stagger him, you're gonna deal a lot of damage. So if you saw the fight when I used the stun button, he took like almost 40% of his HP. So yeah, that's just about the build. So good luck on that, because a lot of people are having a hard time with this boss. If you don't want to deal with him, you can choose the other mission, because it's a branching mission, so you get to choose whichever you want to do. But I took this one because I want problems. I want to deal with the hard bosses and use melee defeating them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.